Hey guys! So today I thought I'd do something very different and unique. And I received this idea in my email from somebody that, hey, why don't you tell us about some of your favorite things, like things that you love doing, things that you enjoy, just your basic things so we get to know more about you because all we know about you is just astrology. We want to know Kapiel Raaj outside of this astrological world. So I thought this was a great idea. So what I'll do is I'll tell you my top 15 favorite things. I wanted to do top 25, but I'm like that's just going to be too long. So I'm going to tell you top 25 things about me that you did not know. Okay? With number 1 is that my family name and my dad's, my mom, my cousins, everybody in India, they all have the last name Shrivastava. And the strange thing is, ever since I was born, including my birth certificate, it had the name Kapiel Raaj on it. Never ever did they give me the name Shrivastava. I mean, it's like they outcasted me from the Shrivastava gang. But the thing is, the reason why my dad did this, because he knew that I was going to be coming to the United States. And he's like, people are going to have a hard time pronouncing his name in US. Just make it Raj. And what do you know? I just always use the name Raj, and including my wife has the name Raj. Pramila will have the name Raj. Yash Raj. So yeah, that just became my last name and my main prominent name. But the reason why I use the KRSchannel as my name is that it's Kapiel Raaj Shrivastava. Really, if you want to look at it, because it's my last name is Shrivastava. So that's the mystery also. Why KRS? What is KRS? It's Kapiel Raaj Shrivastava, KRS. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2, my favorite foods. My favorite foods, I'll give you my top 3 or top 4 favorite foods. Top is koya paneer. I mean, if you ever invite me to your home and you have koya paneer with you, my God, I'll be your fan. So my top 5 foods are koya paneer, goat curry, it is tandoori chicken, cheese pizza with extra cheese, hand tossed, nothing else. I don't like any toppings on my pizza. Maybe pepperoni, but mainly I like just cheese pizza with just plain extra cheese. And then number 5, I would probably say um, my mom's dal. I forgot what dal it is. I think it's called masoor dal or something. When she makes that with rice, oh my God, that's the end. You know, my favorite drinks. My favorite drinks, obviously, you guys know, I get drunk. But in terms of soft drinks, has to be Coke with the glass bottle, not the canned Coke. Not the plastic bottle. It is a glass bottle Coke that it's now becoming really big now because people see how different the taste is. Like if you really want to know, my favorite drink was Campa Cola in India, but they ran out of business. I don't know why, but the glass bottle Coke in US is closest taste to that original Campa Cola from India. My favorite Hindi movie. My favorite Hindi movie would have to be these candy floss movies, man. Like Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Hum with Amitabh Bachchan, and I would probably say Gone by Ram Gopal Verma. Top 5 favorite movies, although I can keep going on and on. Top 5 favorite English movies. I would probably say Citizen Kane, of course, by Orson Welles. I have to say Up in the Air, starring George Clooney. Sideways with, God, I forgot his name. But it's that actor with a beard, he does these awkward roles. Paul Giamatti, I think, yeah, that's his name. Sideways, Lost in Translation, and I would probably say the Godfather series. Those are my top 5 favorite movies of all time. In terms of favorite actor in Indian industry, of course, Amitabh Bachchan, no question. Favorite actor in American industry, Tom Cruise, been a huge fan of him ever since, came across his movie Mission Impossible. Favorite actress in US, I would say probably, I would probably say Angelina Jolie. And then in India, would probably Priyanka Chopra. What can you say? She's good at what she does. My favorite places that I've visited so far, well, one has to be New York. I love New York. I went to New York back in 2009 and 2010, was traveling back and forth, going to New York Fashion Week, taking photographs. And so that was one of my favorite places to visit. It was great fun, great atmosphere, great people, it's just so much art and culture in New York. And same with San Francisco. Love San Francisco. The art and culture there is amazing. But if you really want to ask me, my favorite place was probably Florida. And not just Florida, it would have to be the Kennedy Space Center. Because when I went there back in 2010, it was like my childhood dream came true. I went and saw the spaceship, or not spaceship, the space shuttle that they took, Neil Armstrong and everybody in the Apollo, and this looking at the whole center, because it had to do with space and planets. I loved it. I actually saw a real life shuttle that was ready to launch that evening. I paid extra $300 to have it go look. And the closest you can go was like 2 miles. We went and did that. I think I might just put some photographs here on the screen. But that was like my childhood dream came true. So that's my favorite place. But spiritually, I would say Sedona. Sedona is the most favorite place, and I'm going to be going there maybe in 10 days. I might go there just as a vacation thing. So Sedona, San Francisco, Kennedy Space Center, and Sedona are my favorite places to visit. My favorite pastime. My favorite pastime when I'm not, when I'm not sunk in the books of astrology and articles of astrology, would have to be basketball. Basketball and piano. I love playing piano, and I love playing basketball. You guys know me. I've made enough videos on basketball and astrology. Every evening, I go to the gym, 24-hour fitness, and I just play it by myself. Because obviously, because of my knee, I don't play as much, even though, I got some game there. But I usually go at 11:30 or 12 a.m. in the morning, and I just shoot for an hour. Love it. And I come back. Or otherwise, I'll play a piano. And my passion for piano really came from this song of Kapiel Raaj, Tumi Dekho Na. When I heard that song and that piano tune, my God, I'm like, I want to play this. Something about that music. And from that on, I played all these different Hindi and English musics on piano. Like I'll listen to a tune, and within 10 minutes, I'll have the chorus and the main verse go down. Okay, so those are like my favorite time. It used to be painting, but I moved away from charcoal painting and painting in general. Even though I have some of my paintings on my Facebook page that I've done of Tupac, Amitabh Bachchan, Michael Jordan, and stuff. But those are my basketball would really be my main pastime. My worst favorite pastime would be studying. I hate math, and I do not like working with numbers. It's not in me because I'm an artistic mind. I'm a very visual person. For me to do these mathematical calculation, oh my God, can't take it. If there was no astrology software and I had to do this old school style, I would be like a million miles away from astrology. It's just, sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Some people love chemistry and physics. Some people love astrology and basketball. That's how the world is. That's what makes it beautiful. So yeah, mathematics and most likely probably physics would be my two least favorite things to study or do in my pastime. Any obsessions? Of course, I do have an obsession. I have an obsession for watches. If you guys probably know, oh my God, I have probably spent close to $7,000 in the past year and a half on watches. and it's bad. I've controlled that a bit, but when I see a watch, I want it. And here's the thing about me: if you ever want to gift me a watch, don't give me a small dial watch. My minimum dial that I love is 50 millimeter, huge watches. If you actually saw my original Russian divers, that's a Dal Voldalis watch, actually like this. Look how ginormous this watch is. This was the watch that got me obsessed with watches. I saw somebody in a mall, maybe back in 2006 or 2005, wearing it. And I'm like, what is this? Is that guy wearing like a pancake maker on his wrist? And I kind of followed the guy in the mall. It was so strange. I kind of stalked the guy because I'm like, dude, what is this on his wrist? And it was this particular watch. Actually, yeah, this is where it's going to be focused. But this is the 1948 replica of the Zadal Voldalis. I don't know how do you pronounce it. It's a Russian watch that the Marines used. And ever since then, I've been obsessed about big dial watches. So remember, if you want to ever gift me a minimum of 50 millimeter dial watch. Okay, so that's my obsession. I love collecting watches, and yeah, it's gonna be a never-ending thing. Then my favorite astrologers. My favorite astrologers. If I had to pick one besides my uncle, who got me started into astrology, he'll always have this top spot. Obviously, I would have to say KRSchannel Rao. KRSchannel Rao has made astrology fun for me and astrology interesting, especially with Gemini. And next have to be Krishnamurti Paddhati. Krishnamurti, the reason why I love Krishnamurti as astrologer is because he was that one astrologer who really truly gave emphasis on nakshatras and gave emphasis on the detail and the minute microscopic detail of nakshatras, not just the nakshatras, but the padhas. This is why Vedic astrology has a nakshatra divided into 2.5 parts. But Krishnamurti said, no. Let's go further down, let's further synthesize this into 9 different parts. So one astrological sign is divided into 9 parts. Because even if people are 2 same nakshatras, their padhas will also differentiate them as a person. So that's why I love Krishnamurti Paddhati, or as you know, Krishnamurti Paddhati astrology, which is similar to Nadi astrology as well. So I kind of love that because nakshatra are a prominent part of it. So really respect him as an astrologer. And obviously, all the astrologers that come on my channel are my favorite astrologers. So it's like a never-ending thing. I can't really have one. Besides my uncle, I'll have many of them. So, there you go. My favorite sports team. My favorite sports team always has to be a basketball team because that's my obsessive sport. That I love that sport. So it used to be the Chicago Bulls during Michael Jordan time, but now it's the Los Angeles Lakers because obviously I'm in LA now, and LA is the place. So Los Angeles Lakers have to be it. Otherwise, I don't really follow any other sports. I'm not into cricket, soccer, football, or any of that. So basketball is my only thing. All right. Favorite politician? Wow, look at this question. Interesting question. Favorite politician in U.S.? I would have to put Bill Clinton as my favorite politician. The guy was amazing as a president. The economy was thriving during his presidency. So I think I would put him in a top 3 presidents of all time in the U.S. Besides George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, I think Bill Clinton would be my favorite. My Indian favorite politician, well, I haven't been into Indian politics for what? Ever. I came at such an early age. It's really, I can't even say that. But I would say that this guy Narendra Modi has gotten my attention. Because not only because all of you love him, is because when I read about his policies and how he made Gujarat into a superpower, I'm like, oh my God, this is like the ideal politician everybody wants to be. So after reading that, I'm like, my God, I got respect for Narendra Modi. He should be not only the Prime Minister of India, but should be Prime Minister of the world, So yeah, love him as a politician. And my last question or interesting fact would be my future mission. What is my future mission? My future mission, or my mission in the past that is now I'm living, is I wanted to make astrology cool again. I wanted to make astrology not a boring or tedious subject, not a pseudoscience, and not a very, bleak subject to study. I wanted to make astrology fun because when I learned astrology, finally, when I gave my all to it and I learned it, and I'm like, oh my God, no wonder people don't like astrology, because it's people, the way they were describing in books and other astrologers, it was just like, man, it's not fun. There's no detail given on them. But that's what I did. I'm like, I'm going to give all the details in astrology. I'm going to combine my passion for filmmaking, acting with astrology, and I'm going to present astrology as an entertainment. This is why I don't consider myself an astrologer. An astrologer looks at charts all day long. I do, but not for the purposes of consultation, but purposes of research. That, oh, is this true? Is this not true? Is this working? Is this not working? So I'm not an astrologer. Don't ever think I'm an astrologer. I'm just a researcher. I research something, I find something interesting from some astrologer like Juan Paul Manley, K.N. Rao, B.B. Raman, and I present it to you. So this is my mission, and my mission for the future is to just make astrology a validated subject again on this planet, where when people see an astrologer, they're not laughing at him, they're like, ooh, it's like a scientist walking. It's like some brilliant mathematician walking. Astrologer had this reputation. Just even 200 years ago, they had a very important reputation. But because of the pseudoscience of astrology, because of this mundane astrology, this pop culture astrology that you see on your Indian channels, your daily Rashis and your daily horoscopes and weekly horoscopes, people lose interest because of the fact hardly any time an weekly or yearly or monthly astrology comes true for a person. It'll be like a 50-50 scenario. For 50 people, they'll be like, oh, yes, he was right. 50 people, oh, no, that's not right. That's because of the fact the yearly and weekly horoscope that you see are not really concentrating on your particular horoscope. So I wanted to bring something that is real, that is valid. And this is why I bring all these geniuses of Vedic astrology on my channel. So that's just my mission. You don't have to believe in it, but I'll make you think twice about it. That, there's something to it. So these are my top 15 favorite things, and hopefully you got to understand a deeper side of me, and probably a different side of me besides astrology. All right. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe below, because I'll be talking about astrology in my coming, episodes. This is just one unique thing I did. And if you want to know more about astrology, for that, check out the links below. Check out my books there, Astrology, the Speed of Light, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light. All right, they're at my link below, astrologycares.com. All right, see ya.